Appreciate that.
Talking on the Angels.
We love having him.
And I got the new era of Wally George sitting next to me.
Right. He's Orange County, but he's a London. He's a 5'6"
That's different. Speaking of which, I don't know if you can just all of a sudden play full of him right here. I mean, I think you just shoot straight up that 22. But I'm just saying, if you shoot straight up that 22, that's going to turn into 7. Then you're going to find yourself in clear field. I mean, this might be Long Beach State dirtbag territory right here.
You want that? You can almost walk to the stadium.
Now, are you going to the game tonight?
Of course.
Well, thank you so much for being here today with your beautiful family. And thank you for being nice to our show and being a listener and showing up in our event.
It's a big thing. Everybody's impressed because you retweeted me the other day when we were talking about music. That's my friends aren't impressed that I'm on NFL Fantasy Live or Madden. You got tweeted.
Yeah,
you retweeted. Like Petros.
Yeah,
that was my big shining stuff.
You're in your 100,000 by the way. Ranked sniffing 100, and we looked it up on Twitter Audit. Those are legit followers. Wow. So, hey, you got 96.6 thousand legit followers.
Who at the NFL Network is rolling with the biggest amount of porn likes?
I'd rather not say.
Oh my gosh, who is it?
I would really rather not
Lindsay
say.
Soto's a fraud.
It is not Lindsay.
It's a female.
It is a female, but Lindsay Rose is legit. Her 30,000.
Fraud. I don't know.
I'm gonna leave it.
Let's get that Motorhead going. It's time for justice with Sweet J. Super excited. Big TMS listener could not wait to see the boys in blue play, courtesy of my boy Barry. But speaking of friends,
We sent Adam Rank away and you still hold his child.
here's Frank. I texted my voice and said, does this bother you? Does this bother you? Baby seems to be alright. But when you're done with me holding your baby, you can take the baby. I love the baby. But joining us right now is Sweet J. Bergner. A man, if he shaved his beard, his cheeks would be like the ass of a baby. He is the greatest lawyer in the history of the world, 881. 2021, he's here with his full contingency of people in balloons.
Yeah, man, he wants to shave that beard, but he can't. Listen, man, I was going to shave this thing 3 years ago.
I've never seen him any different. His brother's here clean shaven.
Yeah.
His brother's out here clean shaven in his Dodger gear. Going to the game looking all normal, but Sweet James is here suited and booted with Rocker. What's cracking, Sweet James? How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
What did you expect seeing today when you came into this room?
Exactly this. Awesome.
What gave you the idea of bringing these wrinkly scrotum balloons in here? Did you say I'm tired of these in my office?
Yes.
And I'm going to make these somebody else's problems. 881 2021 for Sweet James Bergner, the finest lawyer in the history of the world. Did you have a drink yet?
No.
You want one of these beers?
Yeah.
All right, you don't want it. Okay.
There we go.
I don't think you did. Did you have a beer there?
No.
I did, yeah, I'm halfway done.
What's it taste like?
It's delicious. It tastes like it's brewed in that glass enclosed room right there.
Okay.
Is it?
Which it is.
Oh.
All right, Sweet James, let's get into some legal issues.
It's the IPA.
Help us understand.
There's nothing Madison likes more than insider trading. Yeah, especially that show with the guy from Homeland with the little tiny mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I love that stuff.
It went sideways when he was swimming and got out of the pool into the Jeep and drove to the guy's house and all in the face. That was awesome. And then the fake fight. And then the fake fight in the office.
That was brilliant.
Brilliant.
It was awesome.
Hey, he knows what it's like.
He does know Billy, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
He's the guy with the jet.
So Matt loves insider trading. And when insider trading mixes in sports, I would say that's never happened.
Yeah.
I would say that's never happened.
Doesn't happen often.
I mean, no one ever arrested Walter Payton for insider trading back in the day.
Maybe Lenny Dykstra. Maybe he had like a little bit of Dykstra everywhere for a second.
Who's giving you Dykstra tips? I mean, let's be honest.
Why is Phil Mickelson not going to jail? Why does he just have to scratch out a check for $1 million when old Martha Stewart had to go to the clean for 8 months?
You know, I'm sure that the Tony's golf game is going to be a little bit better.
Really?
No. Martha went to jail because of an obstruction of justice charge.
She wouldn't speak. She wouldn't open her fat mouth.
She said something that the feds have turned out not to be true. And so,
She lied about her
exactly.
You don't lie to the feds.
It's covering up the sin is the greater problem.
So as a man that represents the people, is this a big problem in society, the fact that these white-collar crimes go unpunished while a guy who sells a bag of weed has to go to the clean for 6 months? Should we imprison people like Phil Mickelson for making $900,000
CNBC. Just a bag of weed in 6 months.
Hey, look, Morley Safer passed away earlier today. Someone's going to take his place. That's right.
I will never serve on a jury because everyone is innocent, everyone is ignorant. There are some screwed up laws that can be the white collar and non-white collar. They really are. There's some injustice.
So what you're saying is this is not that surprising. He's paying $1 million, all is well. Go on,
Didn't hurt anybody, you know.
Now, at the risk of incriminating yourself, sweet James, has anybody ever called you up and given you an inside tip and you say, like the survival insurance guy, sorry, I can't take that tip. I'm sweet James Turner.
Daily. It's daily.
I ever figured out like how the rich really operate until dealing with a new regime in the U.S. When you realize that people worth $100 million play by a different set of rules than everybody else. Is there ever any way to change that, or is there always going to be that kind of injustice? Why are there people like Frank Booth? Why is there so much trouble?
There will always be that sort of discrepancy. It's just weird.
Sweet James Burger. 800-881-2021, the next speed of justice.
What did you viral video in the middle of the street in Houston?
I love it.
Petros and Schmidt did the other day. It is fantastic. So,
Who needs the friend?
boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever they may be, they get into an argument with another couple. All right? Fist fight ensues.
A small fist
fight. Yeah. Flailing arms. One right connects. It's ugly. The guy decides to back his Ford Ranger pickup into the front end of like a totally.
You guys are cool to sit down. You guys want to sit down?
And it goes out.
And then he rolls up and down there and just takes off. Well, the two guys on the seat were like, what the hell was that?
And then they take off after.
And then they take off after that, trying to figure out what just happened.
Houston traffic is getting pretty volatile.
How big of a deal is skip on?
It's
Like
a
that.
big
I
deal.
don't think like hitting somebody walking down the road.
All right, let's say I get a fight. Somebody messes with me as an F you on the way out. I ram them with my truck, and then I'm
Then
you're gone.
I mean, look, right here we got the 57, we got the 91 up the road, we got the 22. I could be anywhere. I could be. You could find it. I'd be in Walmart.
With your license plate would fall off, then you have your license plate.
Hey, no tax.
I left my wallet at the scene.
Come on.
Honestly, like how big of a deal is that?
It's a big deal. It's something like this. So when you have insurance, you get an accident, they come in and they cover you. You know, they will take care of it.
What you're paying for.
An intentional act is excluded. You are on your own. Yeah, you do something like that, you're on your own. You're going to face those under civil charges, but criminal. And the DA can prosecute. It's a big deal. It's stupid.
All right, so if the cops have set up a roadblock, and like the bandit in Smoking the Bandit, I just blow through that, and knock those cop cars out of the way. That's not covered by my insurance. That is some legal advice that you can What are you going to do tonight? Are you going to go? Are you flying to China for some beef and broccoli?
I got one for you. I have always wanted, and it's hard to do because you don't want to hurt anybody, but I've always wanted to take a door off when somebody opens it up, you know, like they just parallel apart. If I did that,
Yes.
do you think the insurance company would go out of their way to try to prove that I did it intentionally, or would I be able to get away with it by saying, "Hey man, they just blew that door open and I didn't see it"?
It is illegal to open the door to traffic.
Okay.
So
I'd
the
be okay.
person at fault would be the one opening the door.
What if I accidentally hit them?
You're getting your insurance company.
But it's still their fault.
My guy, Chris.
There's a terrible person right there. Terrible. Look at that smile. That's
Put
terrible.
it on YouTube and then you.
There you go. Once you blow this door off, it's on the screen.
I thought you were the most blameless man in the world. Real quick, I want to read a text. And I get a lot of these all the time. And it's very meaningful for us because it's one thing to do business with somebody, it's a whole other thing to do business with somebody where they really care about your product and you care about theirs and they really care about your listeners. This comes from the 951. I'm from Corona High. And Sexy James, okay, this is what I'm saying. How do you say? Sexy James is handling my wife's case right now. Damn, I love this show. Go. Sweet James, we love you, man. We shake your hand here.
Absolutely. I love you guys.
The great Sweet James Burton and Robert.
Dave Assay from Angel Stadium.